Hey everyone, hope your Christmas went well. So yeah, mine was alright. Quiet Christmas really. I don't really celebrate Christmas. I'm not religious, or I don't really care about stuff like that. But now that I am eating meat again, had some nice turkey. First time I've eaten turkey in probably. No, sorry, I did have some turkey recently. I had some sort of turkey, like the little sliced turkey you can buy in Asda, but the actual whole turkey. So first time I've eaten that in probably 4 or 5, at least 5 years. Yeah, Christmas went alright. Sort of put training on hold for a few days, which is a shame. I sort of let myself go. But getting back out there again, started running again, started training again, and yeah, things are going well. I was watching the Manchester United game, the Manchester versus Newcastle. The game ended 1-1 in a draw, but I mean, listen, Manchester are just sort of, doesn't really seem to be going too well for them. I think ever since they've signed Cristiano Ronaldo, it's like, I mean, he's supposed to be the best player in the world. I don't know, I personally think it's Lionel Messi, but it's between those two really. It just sort of Manchester United sort of gone downhill since they signed him. I can't really say a lot. I don't really understand football as well as I understand boxing, but hopefully over time I can learn more about football and I can give more in-depth, insights. But what I wanted to just talk about in this video is I think football fans are much better than boxing fans, because football fans show you love, and for me, I think a lot of boxers, I don't know if boxers are necessarily honest about it, but I think boxers do get disillusioned by it, because in football, the fans love the team regardless. And also, I'm not saying there's no negativity, but they still keep supporting, they still keep coming to the football games, they still buy the t-shirts, the hats and so on, still selling out the stadiums. But in boxing, and it's not just the actual fans in either sport, but if you look at football, when someone's about to score a goal or gets close or takes a strike or shoots at the goal, whether or not they get it in, but the commentators get excited, and then it makes the audience get excited, and then it makes me get excited, because I was watching Manchester Newcastle, and the commentators, it's like WWE, it's exciting. But in boxing, and I'm not, it's a long-term conversation. I think boxing needs to change, and obviously I think football can change in certain aspects. But in boxing, it's just so negative. And when a fighter loses, the entire boxing industry, the commentators, the fans, everyone's they say, he's no good, he needs to retire, or this and that. Okay, I'll give you a great example. So what happened the other week, or recently, sorry, when Tyron Woodley got knocked out by Jake Paul. And you have a lot of people making memes and making fun out of Tyron Woodley, but it's stupid to say that, because but anybody can get knocked out. I don't know why it's disgusting to mock someone for getting knocked out. If you used to get in a ring and fight people, I'm sure you'd get knocked out yourself. So I personally would never laugh at someone for getting knocked out. The only reason I might say something, if it was someone that I know, but even I don't think I would. If I had a personal dislike for you and I knocked you out, okay, I admit, I'd probably gloat. I'd probably say, I'm glad I knocked you out. But I'd say, look, I'd shake your hands. I'd just, I'd say, obviously, I'm glad it wasn't me. Because anybody can get knocked out. I've sparred people recently. I sparred Kell Brook. Kell Brook could have knocked me spark out if he wanted to, but he chose not to. Or, I even sparred a guy called Jack Hughes recently. Jack Hughes is trying to get a shot at the Southern Area belt. He's not as high a level as Kell Brook, but I sparred him. I think we did 5 rounds? I could have done 10 rounds if I pushed myself, but after 5 rounds I had enough. But listen, Jack Hughes could have knocked me out if he wanted to, and he's small, he's smaller than me. I probably outweigh him by at least 20 pounds. I think I'm about at least I'm at least an inch taller, maybe 2 inches taller on a good day. So he's small. If you see him next to me, shoulder to shoulder, I'm bigger than him. Well, he can knock me out if he wanted to. I'm not going to pretend he can't. I'm not someone who's got an ego. But obviously, I'd argue the case that obviously I haven't trained as long as or as hard as him, you know. So look, anybody can get knocked out. So just because I've never been knocked out, it doesn't mean I can't be knocked out. And it's the same with a lot of the boxing fans. You show people disrespect, and it just has a bad effect on the sport. And in football, I'm not saying football's perfect. Sometimes people will mock you if you miss a penalty or if you miss. And I think I've seen people miss open goals before, but you know, I don't think you should mock people. You know, I think penalties are a high pressure situation. I think I can handle pressure, but you know, but I say that, but the fights that I've had this year, I did okay, but I could have done better in those fights. I was just sort of mentally, I was too relaxed. It's not pressure doesn't really get to me that much, but maybe sometimes I'm just too mentally relaxed. I don't push myself enough, and this is just something I think boxing fans don't take into account. You know, someone can have a bad day, they can have a bad performance, but it doesn't mean you're rubbish. It doesn't mean you need to retire. But I could say the same thing about any of you lot, like working in Tesco's or whatever you do. If you have a bad day at work, do you have to retire? So it's just something to think about. But I'm enjoying football more. I enjoy football because it's only recently I've started watching it properly, but it's more exciting, you know. It's teamwork, it's camaraderie, you know. It's like it's more support. There's more love in football. But in boxing, he's no guy, he's this and he's that. So then it puts you off, you know. But obviously I'm still going to continue boxing, and hopefully I can try and get big multi-million paydays, you know. But it's going to be hard because obviously to get to that point, I'm going to have to get past all these people. And, you know, it's not like football where you've got 10 other men on the pitch to help you out. Or obviously if you're a woman, 10 other women on the pitch. Like, boxing's a hard sport, one-on-one. And I just don't think sometimes boxing fans are too harsh. So it's something to think about. Thanks for watching.